Hey there, thanks for stopping by. I'm Henry and you're watching Cinema with H. Now, the first two movies that I've reacted on this channel were just filled with blood. And as much as I enjoy that sometimes, I'm thinking I'm going to do something a bit more lighter this time. So I wanted to check out a comedy and I asked you guys, what do you think, which one should I check? And a lot of you wanted me to check out some classic comedies, a lot of them I haven't seen before. And one of them had the most votes, which is Airplane, a movie from 1980. Now, I don't know anything about this movie except the whole plot, the whole theme of the movie is happening on the plane, and I think a lot of random things are happening there, like absurd things, and it just seems like a goofy movie from all I can tell from your comments. So I really can't wait to check it out. If you want to check out the full-length reaction to this video, it will be available on my Patreon page. If you do so, you're supporting the making of these videos and you ensure that I keep on publishing them every week. So if that sounds interesting to you, check out my Patreon page. The link will be in the description and also probably somewhere up here and in the pinned comment. So without further ado, this is a movie from 1980, comedy movie called Airplane. Let's go. Paramount. I was wondering what the logo was called. I remembered the mountain and stuff like that, but I couldn't remember the logo.
Which zone is for loading?
Listen, Betty, don't start up with your white zone shit again.
So it's that kind of movie. So from what I heard is that the movie is pretty random, like oh, imagine this being so awkward.
I'll be back in a minute.
So a 1980s comedy movie. I'm really interested to see the acting in this one. It's always interesting, you know, kind of comparing the acting in these old movies and the newer ones.
And I can't live with the man I don't respect.
Whoa, what did he do? Ooh, the captain is watching some adult magazines. Ooh, feel like I would do that as well if they kept on bugging me. Now, I can't say that the acting is brilliant, but I guess that's kind of the point. It is a silly movie. The dude is cleaning the windows.
Smoking or non-smoking?
Smoking, please.
I wonder if that guy is going to be here at the end of the movie.
Have a nice trip.
Smoking ticket? What the hell? I wonder why people don't do it more nowadays. Smoking ticket. No smoking. It's kind of silly. It's goofy. I don't know. So far, it's okay. I just hope it doesn't become cheesy or something. I guess it's not gonna happen, right? The acting is kind of, you know, silly, but I like it. It's kind of, what's the word? It's kind of cute and sweet, but very different from what you would expect nowadays.
And a darling figure. Supple, pouting breasts, firm thighs.
During the war.
I was in the Air Force.
That reminds me of
stationed in Drambuie, off the Barbary coast.
Only Fools and Horses.
I used to hang out at the Magumba bar. It was a rough place.
Chick fight. Whoa. Remember when I said, we need a movie that doesn't have too much bloodshed? Ooh, it feels like I was wrong. Listen to the sound effects. Like those punches are very, very loud. Staying alive? And suddenly everything changed, like the mood of the whole bar. It's okay. Out the way. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. Ah! Ah! Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Yeah. The sound effects are great. Somebody returns it. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Ha 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 ha. Staying alive, staying alive. Whoa. Definitely an 80s kind of comedy thing. The sound effects are so silly. I think I see the ropes. Yeah. I see the small black strings holding him. That just proves how old this movie is. Still, you had to practice this. Juggling while jumping. I'm guessing this song was just started to be popular at that time. Although it's still a banger, Staying Alive. Slow dancing.
You start to talk to Lane, I always
Oh my god.
I lose all track of time.
Would you like to order dinner now?
Ooh.
Joey will have the
Now
steak,
that's
my wife
hard.
And I will have the fish.
Gee, that'd be swell.
G. Does anybody say G anymore? Now, why does this feel weird?
No, thank you. I take it back. Like my man.
Ooh. Like, didn't expect that joke. Okay, this movies is so random. Like it. And it just got started. Romantic music playing. A second flashback in a pretty short amount of time. Is that him? I guess it is, but like, you know, at one point it becomes a bit cringy, but I get it. I mean, they wanted to make it like that.
You better get back.
What the hell?
No, Joey can stay here.
Oh,
Climbing to cruise at 42,000.
that's not good.
You like movies about gladiators?
What the, like, what kind of questions are those? Well,
Elaine, just hear me out.
I mean, I know what's
I know
happening, but
things haven't been right for a long
oh,
time.
hell no.
It'll be different,
I so don't like that.
like it was in the beginning. Remember?
Not even joking about it.
I used
The
to sit on your
dialogues are
face
so
and rip
pretty and
after
so.
we watched the sun came up.
Bleh. U.S. Army Psychiatric Hospital. Oh, definitely a random kind of comedy movie. I guess this would be more funnier if I knew who that singer was. But I understand what they wanted to say. And not with the guitar on a plane. Okay, nice lyrics and a nice voice. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Nah. Look at her eyes. Oh, hell no. Woo. Come on, just put it back in. Put it. Whew, these kind of scenes are always crazy when you have such a happy melody and then something chaotic happening in the background. Well, this is like what, third or fourth flashback in the movie. And the transition for the flashback is like 5 seconds long. Sorry if it seems like I'm nitpicking here, I'm just goofing around. I enjoy the movie, but there are some things that are kind of funny when you're watching them from a perspective of, you know, somebody from, well, 2021. Or whenever you're watching this.
First, they didn't know what to
Thumbs up if you're watching this in 2050. Ah! I mean, you need to
People had been completely isolated from civilization.
completely
No one
isolated.
ever out- It was
Nice.
probably due to the advanced American teaching techniques that we were able to bridge the generation.
Great. The old lady already hung herself, and this guy did kind of the same thing. I know this actor. He was in the Naked Gun movie. What? An egg. Another one? What's happening? What the hell? Ooh, dramatic music. What made him so sick? The co-pilot is sweating. I guess the heavy weather is making everybody sick.
You can't take a guess for another 2 hours?
No, I mean, we can't land for another 2 hours. Fog has closed down everything this side of the mountains. We've got to get through to Chicago.
I love how literal some of these conversations are. So I'm guessing we're approaching some kind of a high point in a movie. like climax.
accompanied by uncontrollable flatulence. Until
Huh?
the poor bastard is reduced to a quivering, wasted piece of jelly.
I would be safe. I would probably have steak. I mean, what? Ah, Jesus. Ah. Oh, Jesus. Okay, okay. This movie is funny. She even put a cigar into his mouth. I think somebody what? I think somebody that was weird. I think the alternative title of this movie is there a pilot in the plane or something like that? Like, does anybody know how to drive the plane?
Those roads they had no training
This guy's
for,
also gonna kill
so we
himself.
had to take a special jeep up to the main road.
He's gonna set himself on
It's like we were
fire.
lucky the
I
only
mean,
road we had
that's
broke
smart
down.
thing to do in a plane, right?
Bad accident.
Nothing bad can happen. I love how everybody's so serious. You're the last chance that we've got. You're the only one that can land this plane. You're the only one that didn't have fish for dinner. Probably not the only one. It's like those voices when look at all the controls. Some of them are just repeating. The guy is still in the taxi. Look at this amazing green screen editing. Green screens have come a long way. 30 years. The green screen is pure genius. It's so bad it hurts. I wonder if anybody when watching this movie like 30 years ago, could anybody think like, wow, that looks so good?
Speed 520
Maybe they
knots.
could. I mean,
Calm down, now get back to your seat.
Doctor, you're one on the phone. Everything's
snap out of it.
Sister, please, I'll handle this.
Everybody's in line. Oh!
Don't worry about that. It's perfectly normal.
It's perfectly normal. Just hold it steady, man. Come on.
Yes, the stewardess is here with me.
Okay, one thing that I really appreciate about this movie is how there's always something happening in the front and something in the back. You always have to watch everything. It's just, at least when it comes to audience, like engagement, it's great. Slang. Gotta love it. I mean, I'm a fan of puns, but that was bad. Horse? I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to say it.
Okay, boys, let's get some pictures.
Oh man, this movie is like so many literal jokes. And I love that. She wants a sip.
Would you like a little whiskey, ma'am?
Certainly not.
Sorry, no whiskey for me. I'm a man of culture. I'm not even sure what to say about this movie anymore. I mean, it's fun to watch, but it's hard to talk about it.
Andy, you all right?
How to explain this to somebody. Try to imagine talking to somebody about this movie, like retelling the story. It would be so impossible. I mean, you can tell the plot in a couple of sentences, but like these random moments are just so hard to retell. Impossible. Seems like one engine explode.
Watch that oil temperature. What the hell's he doing?
Literal jokes.
Stryker, that
And I
poor
didn't
Cadillac
see it
is
coming.
suffering some
Again.
fundamental pressure. He's a
Like, was that even important for the movie? But it fits so well. Oh man, what am I even watching right now? What's with his drinking? It's like he can't hit his mouth.
George Zip said that?
Last thing he said to me, Doc, he said, sometime the crew is up against it. The brakes are beating the boys. Tell them to get out there and give it all they've got. And win just one for the zipper.
I think he's making all of this up,
Know where I'll be then, Doc.
but still.
Excuse me, Doc. I've got a plane to land.
I think he made it up. But a great motivational speech.
Stay up there for a bit. As soon as the fog lifts, we'll bring you in.
Well, it's not a motivational speech, but you know. And this is gonna make her fall in love with him again. Way to watch some relaxing movies on your on your plane. Man, imagine being on a plane without movies. That would be so awful.
Where did you get that dress? It's awful. And those shoes and that coat. Jeez.
Again, wasn't expecting that sort of comment. Okay, this footage is
Number 3.
sped up. Oh no.
In
How
a
that
moment,
plane
we'll
looked.
ask you to assume your seat cushions are also equipped with a flotation device.
Chicago, where disco lives forever.
Disco lives forever. Until somebody breaks your transmission. Or...
Thanks, Randy. You better leave, sweetheart. You might get hurt up here.
Again, didn't expect it. I guess that's the whole point of this movie. Wait until he lands the plane, hopefully.
Oh. That's just what they'll be expecting us to do.
I don't understand what's happening.
I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
I picked the wrong week. For I don't know what.
You're coming in too fast. I know.
He knows, he knows.
Huh. How to slow it down.
He's down. Sound your alarm bell now.
All right, now everybody, get in crash position.
Crash positions. I'm not the smartest dude in the world, or I don't even know anything about the planes, but if I were to slow it down a bit, maybe I would want it to fly like this, to pull the wheel up. I guess the air pressure would make it a bit slower. I don't know, some logic.
I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
Dude is insanely calm. It's weird. Which button? Come on. Definitely a way different kind of comedy than what you would expect nowadays. I mean, nowadays, often the comedies are maybe too vulgar. Not to say that this wasn't, but... Okay, it seems like they are alive. Whew, they're all alive.
I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
Okay, this one I kind of saw coming. Whew.
I'd like to buy you a drink and shake your hand.
Okay, yeah.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
I was never happy as a child. Christmas, Ted, what does that mean to you? It was a living hell. It's like to fall in the mud and get kicked in the head by an iron boot. Of course you don't. No one does. That never happens. Sorry, Ted. It's a dumb question. Skip that.
Man, the dude is lonely. Ah, this was the one that put makeup on her face, literally. Now all that's left is to have a final kiss between the stewardess and here it is. It's kind of rushed. I thought it was gonna, you know, I thought there was gonna be a conversation before this. Something. The music, the editing. It's interesting. I just love seeing how different it is from the things people do nowadays. Some of the things are great here and could be implemented in newer movies as well. But some are just plain funny and weird. Where's this guy going? Who comes up with this thing? And what's his name? He's probably the most famous. Leslie Nielsen. Yeah. And introducing Otto as himself. Nice, nice. Oh, there is a scene.
Well, I'll give him another 20 minutes. But that's it.
Oh, I totally forgot about that guy. Even though I've said that I wonder if he's going to be. This was a very interesting movie. I really didn't know what to expect. I definitely didn't expect this. It was so random. It was goofy. It had some weird editing choices, like for me weird, but it's a very 80s kind of thing. Like the flashback scenes were pretty silly. The transition between the present moment and like the flashback was just a bit too long. I like these scenes where there was a story happening in front and in the back at the same time. It just helped keep the attention of the viewer, and there were a lot of interesting choices when it comes to that. Music was funny. There were a couple of music funny scenes, and all in all, it was a pretty funny movie. I can't say that it's the funniest movie that I've ever seen, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And it's always interesting comparing this with kind of the modern movies, especially the comedy movies. A lot of differences. Like the comedy evolved in so many different ways. It's definitely here it's definitely more pun driven. Like, and it's kind of surprise comedy, at least in this movie. Like you could kind of figure out what's going to happen, but at least in my case, I was always just a second late for the pun. I sometimes maybe I could sometimes figure out like where are they going, but it's always happening so fast. That's what makes it interesting. Like when the shit hit the fan, I didn't really think that they were going to literally have shit hitting the fan. But no, it's stuff like that that really makes this movie funny. The romantic scene is just to help build up the story, and it's not too important, but it is. It kind of drives the plot a bit. But the actors are so silly, and one thing that really helps this story is having so many different characters. Because whenever the movie would maybe start to become a bit boring, they wouldn't let that happen because they would surprise us with some random character that we never seen before, like those two guys with their slang, the nun, the kids, like the pilot. I mean, everybody was crazy, and I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, like it, share with your friends, consider subscribing, and hit that bell to get notified about my next videos. If you would like to see the full-length reaction, consider becoming a part of my Patreon page because that's where the full-length reactions are available. Thanks for sticking out till the end. That means the world to me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.